The Manhattan Project started in 1942 and was headed by J. Robert Oppenheimer. It was mostly started in response to Einstein's claims that Germans had started researching nuclear power, and the first actual bomb detonation slash test was on July 16, 1945, but at that time the Germans had already surrendered. So the nuclear bombs had quite a few impacts on internal politics that the U.S. was involved in. It was one of the factors that kicked off the Cold War because Russia saw the effects that the nukes had on Japan and decided to spy on the U.S. to try and figure out how to make it for themselves. It's been the cause of many tensions. Countries trying to make bombs, keep other countries from having bombs. And there have been many treaties relating to nuclear weapons, like the SALT treaties and the non-nuclear non-proliferation treaties. The effects it had on World War II were that quite a fair amount of resources and time was spent on the bombs itself. It also swiftly ended the war in the Pacific because 4 days shortly after the bombs were dropped on Nagasaki, Japan surrendered, and the reasons the bombs were dropped initially was because the president wanted to spare as many American lives that would have been lost in an invasion of Japan. As a summary, the reasons why it was the most pivotal event was because it ended the war in the Pacific with Japan swiftly and with minimal U.S. casualties, cemented the U.S. as a world power, caused an arms race that has lasted to this day across the globe, and caused the world to get stuck in a limbo when it comes to how countries go to war with each other.